It's gonna be beef fajitas.
So my wife is making beef fajitas. So of course, you know, maybe you're privy to this, but this is healthy or considered a good idea for kidney people that are worried about their kidneys and what to eat, how to keep them healthy and functioning. Vitamin D3 is very essential. But we're having the fajita mix. And we've probably chosen some of this. Now, so again, we're getting a little obsessive or OCD about what the sodium level is. 250, that's pretty high. But what you need to do, and a trick is simply to knock down how much of something you're going to use. So if I were cooking with this, I wouldn't use the whole bag of seasoning. I would use a tiny bit, and that way you're actually knocking down the sodium level, because that is so much better for blood pressure. And if your blood pressure is too high, they're going to be reluctant to do any procedures on you for fear of high blood pressure. Okay, so we have red pepper and onion and green peppers, and we have steak. What kind of beef is this? This is top sirloin steak. I'm not sure how lean that is, but we'll drain off the grease later after it's cooked in the toaster oven. So we'll have fajitas prepared, and that will probably take us into lunch and dinner. Now the low sodium tortillas do not taste good. So eat those sparingly, because they're usually higher in sodium. They're like 200 milligrams at least.
Corn one is better.
But we have the corn ones, which are at what, 0?
0.
Yeah. But I don't like the taste of those, but okay, Early, that's enough. That's enough seasoning. But anyway, hope you gleaned from some of this. You see that I have something like minty kinds of things here. There's dark chocolate in there if I feel the need. There's also Cracklin brand cereal, which I don't necessarily pour in milk, or use milk with, I should say. But sometimes I'll just grab a few of these and snack on them. And I know I'm getting the fiber. These are surprisingly so good. They don't look it. They look like, it's like cat food or dog food. But the taste is awesome. And if you want to keep things really organized, you can do it this way. Sometimes my pills come in these little containers. But we became more organized because this was too small. And we went to, and maybe you saw this in another video. You can see how neat we keep our place here. Always buy ripe green bananas. They are the best, and they of course last longer. If you put them in a paper bag and put them in your cupboard, they will last a long time. But we don't do that because we don't have the cupboard space. Or we do, but we just prefer to put other things in the cupboard. But anyway, like I said earlier, you know, eating half a banana at a time is wise. And here's the pill box. Covers morning, noon, and evening. And it's big enough to hold big size pills, 2 of them at least, or 2 or 3. And probably about, 5 other medications? Yeah. And the thing that I passed up over here is we have this board. And this is all of my medication and how much. And yesterday my insulin levels were increased from 10 in the morning, 10 units in the morning, and 15 units in the evening because my blood sugar is higher. And so what we discovered is that if you're using a Freestyle Libre monitor or meter and you have the sensor in your arm, that it may be a bit skewed. So for instance, we discovered one day that it was 50 units above what was tested on a blood strip. So we thought that was a discrepancy, so we stopped using it. I'm getting really tired right now. But this is what I want you to know too. Take a blood sugar test before lunch. So 70 to 120, no insulin. That's what you really need to know. 120 to 140, you inject 4 units.
Short acting.
This is short-acting insulin. Thank you. Check your blood pressure every 4 hours, some 5 units. I have to say I don't do that, but we are consistent when checking my blood pressure every single morning and every evening. And thank goodness, it's come down, because for a long time my blood pressure was so high. Even though I was taking medicine, it was still very, very high. So I attribute that to changing my diet and to changing how much blood pressure medication I take in, which has been upped and experimented with. So I want to say that I'm so grateful for all the doctors and the dialysis. My heart is not working so hard because the fluid is being taken off. So dialysis will not work if your eating is not appropriate. So it's really important to get that under control. So these are dark chocolate covered strawberries. All right, I'm gonna go to eat.